Oh, we're back. Are we back? We're back. We're back. Every day's a new day. A new day just to hate this world a little more. I can't stress it enough. We are on the precipice. We are on the precipice of the annihilation of the way things were. I can't stress it enough. You see, let me break it down to you in a parable, in layman's terms. Pressure, coils, can only be coiled so much to either expand or burst from the things trying to hold the pressure of the coil. This life, this reality, wants to keep on pressuring our society, just accepting that it's going to be worse. More taxes, wages never going up, layoffs. You're losing your jobs to illegal immigrants. You're losing your jobs now to robots. Next, you're going to be losing your jobs to a pocket pussy. Well, pocket pussies don't need to go on vacation. Pocket pussies don't need to take leave. You're literally going to get laid off for 50 pounds of ass. They're going to have some sex toy doing your job. Driving Uber Eats, just going to be a 40-pound vagina. Turn right here. I swear. The point is this, though. Like a Jack in the Box. Why don't you shut the fuck up, PG? I think you're so out of touch with reality, it's not even funny. You think what's going on? You think our society? Are you that delusional? Are you delusional? Are you delusional? Are you? One match in here. More matches over here. Oh, yeah. Pocket pussies can smoke cigars. So that's the key, guys. Smoke your best shit. Enjoy a good meal or two. I warned you this. I told you all 2026 is going to be the beginning of the end. Oh, yeah. I can feel it in my chocha. I can feel it in my front chocha, my back chocha. Can you feel it, PG? Probably can't feel it. You're out of touch. You're out of touch. That's all right. That's all right. I'm not going to touch you or take you to an island. Here we have one of my... No, this would probably be my favorite, La Gloria Cubana, but I haven't had it in a long time. Also, I'm not wearing my jacket. And where's my gloves? It's freezing out. What am I, crazy? Yeah. PG, how would you know about my chocha? How would you know anything about my chocha? PG's like, he just trying to earn points. He says it again. Say it again. Say it again, motherfucker. We got a very full pack. It feels decent weight. We got the band sliding. I purchased this old La Gloria Cubana Colección, Reserva. This was the one I was talking about a while ago, saying, oh, my favorite La Gloria Cubana, but I couldn't remember the name of it, and I haven't seen it in years. It came out in 2017, give or take. I mean, it's got some browning on the cellophane, but here's the thing, PG. Was this a current release? I don't think it's current release. But how many years were these out? This is the Colección Reserva. Now, this came to La Gloria Cubana after EP Carrillo left. But he came back to make this one. This was a collaboration of EP Carrillo coming back to the brand La Gloria Cubana under General. And here's the catch. Well, what was the catch? This cigar was made to emulate one of his original blends from the 1980s. Is it really snowing out? Now, we got the torpedo. It's about a Toro torpedo, give or take. Nice looking torpedo. It's got a Sumatra. I think it's an Ecuadorian Sumatra on this. So I'm kind of excited about that. PG knows I like Sumatra. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Amistad Black. Listen, I don't mind the Amistad Black if you're in a real blow out your chocha mood. You know? We're just going to warm it up. Warm myself up. It's fucking freezing. Ooh, toast up my chocha, baby. Toast up my chocha. Oh, yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Windy out. You're blowing my match, baby. Yeah. You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that? You're good. Yeah. That's what I figured. Just continue. I say. Oh, that's enjoyable. We'll see if that changes, though. The cigar has time on it. They had 2 left. I should have asked, to keep the box. Inside of the filler, there is a very dark, almost Maduro-looking type of wrapper, but rolled up in the center. Let's see if I can show that. There you go, right up the choach. You see that? No other cigar channel does that. We check the choach here. Look at that chochina. Look at that. You see the chocha? Look at that. Look at that chochina. It's a medium plus off the bat. Feels about 65% darkness. Straight feels like it wants to tickle my balls. Flavor lingering, enjoyable. Cedar, bright cedar. Sparkling black pepper, it's moving around. Tongue in my chocha. Yeah. It was a torpedo. No, I didn't cut too much. Let me teach you something, motherfucker. When you cut a torpedo, if you don't cut enough, cutting a torpedo the second time, now that you've already been sucking on it and it's all wet and moist, you're gonna fuck that cigar up, bro. Measure twice, cut once, okay? Okay? Jeremy is a homosexual, certified, HIV negative. And what I mean by HIV negative, he's just a sad gay man. Somebody said, I'm HIV and negative. Well, maybe you should smile more. I'm HIV and negative. Tonight's show was brought to you by Sodomite Enterprises, bringing sales right up your fucking ass, all the way up to your lungs. That's right, Sodomite Enterprises, because you're a fucking faggot cocksucker. What? You're making me laugh. You, sir, are making me. That was funny. What did I do? I'm making money right now. Come on, where the bitches at, huh? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need, huh? What do you need? Where the bitches at, huh? Come on. Where's the tortina? Right? If I give Jeremy $50 right now, Jeremy's waiting. He's like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? Jeremy will suck off PG for $50. On the clock. On the books. With taxes. You're gonna get like $38. Was it worth it? 30. Yeah. These OnlyFans girls are getting taxed while they're sucking. You understand? OnlyFans is a real job now. They're sucking cock and paying taxes. Yeah. Whatever. Just a regular guy. I don't know who's more of a sodomite, him, me, or you. PG, you just gonna let me do that? PG's like, PG didn't even argue. He's like, all right, Richie, if you're buying my blowjob from Jeremy, all right, you're gonna do it, right? This is the end. We've collapsed. We have collapsed. No, 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 no. We have. Smoke your best cigars. Enjoy a nice meal. This country's not going to make it to March. I would be very surprised if we get past the end of February. As not feeling too good about it. But see, it's not World War III like you think. It's going to be the World War III. The sides are going to be up here. And that's going to be the tricky part. Hold on a second. You're right. You're right. Jeremy, would you teach this guy how to smoke cigars? Thank you. And that's that. dude, imagine just walking up to a grown man. Imagine walking up to a real man like Richie. I have an 8-inch cock with tremendous sack. I carry a 10 millimeter. And imagine just walking up to Richie and being like, fuck you. You don't know how to smoke cigars. He said, you sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? My hands are 2XL. Sure about that? Richie's always respectful up front. So if you don't want to be respectful to me, that's fine. But don't be disrespectful. I've ever weighed my balls. The weight of my balls, that could fluctuate though. It depends on how often you're using it. You know what I'm saying? I guess we'd have to take an average. So what's a good average? 3 days? 3 days post nut? Because if you go a week without, getting chocha, I'd say let's give it 3 or 4 days, and without getting chocha, and we'll check it out. The cigar's going pretty good. Now it's got a lot of time on it, and I don't know how much time on it, but there's time on it. We're a light, medium, full. We're about 70% strength. We're about 60% darkness. It's got a bready sourdough to it, twanginess, but it's black pepper. And I wouldn't say any kind of major sweetness, but there's almost like a little bit of vanilla going on, which is quite nice. I like this cigar from the beginning. It's kind of like a peppy little cigar. It's got enough spice, more than like a Connecticut shade, definitely. But it's not so strong. In a way, PG, if you like the classic Aladino, but picture like a Sumatra kind of vibe to that, it almost feels like, because this cigar came out in the '80s, and this blend, let me rephrase that. They modeled this blend to recreate the blend they were making in the '80s, one of the original EP Carrillos. Um, right now it's about 5 degrees outside. I can't believe I'm not wearing my jacket. I should be wearing my jacket, the jacket. And it's cold. It's right up my chocha, right up my chochina. Mm. Cigar's getting stronger. It's more of a medium full right there. I like that. Now, if I grow the ash, it's going to calm it down. Or if I drop the ash, we're going to get direct airflow. Depends on... Picture the ash as like a handicap. And what I mean is if you're playing golf, right? If somebody has a handicap, you get a little a little less reality. So when you grow the ash on a cigar, it's like a handicap. You're still playing golf, you're still smoking the cigar, but it's not really the truth. You get a little, I wouldn't say advantage, but you get a little, insulation. I appreciate that, Mr. Whatever the fuck. Jeremy, would you help this guy? Show him where the bar is, Jeremy. Jeremy, get this guy a drink, all right? On me. Put it on my tab, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Get this guy a fucking drink. Come on already. I'm going to have a party. Jay Mankey, the man of Ohio. How's your balls? Jay, I was watching this story about a place in Ohio where they store radioactive chemicals, and they're worried about not storing them right, and that it's going to create a catastrophic situation and destroy the Midwest. So you might want to look into that story and try to get away from that area. There is a corporation that stores the canisters were outside. Like I was like, should that shit be like deep underground in a bunker? They're like, it's Ohio. Yeah, and let me rephrase that. It might not exactly be radioactive. It might be it's some type of very strong chemical, perhaps, and they're just storing it like behind a fence. And I'm sure they don't have like a really good security team. And Jay, you need to look into where that place is and stay like 100 miles away. It is what it is, Jay. Quite spicy, black pepper, lively, a little red pepper coming to the mix. We got a nice dry cedar, 65% darkness, but we are at a medium full strength. Finish is quite long. It's kind of bready sourdough, slightly vanilla. I'd say all in all, I really enjoy this cigar. It's got a nice vibe to it. You know what it feels like, PG? It feels like it's an Ecuadorian Sumatra, but it feels like if they were trying to make a light type of Habano, like an old school type of Habano, but out of an Ecuadorian Sumatra. I mean, that's the vibe. We're going to drop you the ashy. It dropped nice. Yeah. So, anyways, I hope everyone's having a nice day. You're going to go enjoy your Super Bowl as World War III is about to kick off. This is the last Super Bowl. Enjoy it, sodomites. This is the last Super Bowl. I promise you. We'd be surprised if we don't get nuked by Sunday. Shit's gonna pop off like Orville Redenbacher. Pop secret, motherfucker. Yeah, I think we're alone now. Shit's gonna cook off, baby. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice vibe. And it is so cold right now. Ooh, that wind is going up my chocha. Ooh, that wind. It is cold. Why am I not wearing my jacket? This guy doesn't have his lights on. He doesn't have his lights on, and he's listening to party music. They're drunk. And I remember the first time I smoked this. It was a long time ago. And I was smoking it, I think it might have been around a Churchill size. And I remember, it might have been like a little skinnier, but I remember really enjoying it. We already are zombies. The jacket. I got the jacket in the back seat. Maybe I'll just put it over me like a cape, you know? Like I'm on the sideline in the fourth quarter. It's third down and go fuck yourself. Yeah, this was a great cigar. This was when the Gloria Cubana could actually make some good cigars. I can't stress it enough. When this came out about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, these were solid, man. These were solid. They were lead salt. Solid. And I really enjoyed these cigars. I mean, I smoked them a lot. And they were like, back in the day, they weren't like the cheap mid-tier. They were like $8. But like about 9 years ago, $8 was a solid mid-tier cigar. So $8 from like 9 years ago. Shit. And that was in New York pricing. But actually, I only paid $7 for this now because I went to a shop in a different area. Well, that wind is so cold, I can't feel my fucking face. Damn it. Fucking 5 degrees here. Shit. Yeah. How do I think age affected the cigar? That's a good question. I'm going to tell you this. I don't think it lost much strength. That's the crazy part. And here's the question, though, PG. I don't think this box was from 2017. I could be wrong, but I don't know how many years they made this cigar. Could somebody get some information? But you saw that tobacco that was in the filler. There was some really fucking like top priming, super dark filler tobacco. That's normally not used as a filler. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, you saw that tobacco in the center of this, and it didn't lose balls because this was never a full strength cigar. So I will say this, that the sourdough and the breadiness, although it's still part of the cigar though, and I think those characteristics will probably come more from the wrapper, that is toned down. And the wrapper tobacco is definitely not as a high priming or as thick tobacco as that filler. I showed you the filler before, and I'm not going to show you it again. I'm not doing that. But anyways, though, and I mean, it's a major part of the filler, PG, like major. Well, you know, people get smoothness and strength confused. You got to picture this. Strength is not smoothness, and smoothness is not strength. You could have a very quiet, cigar, a very mild cigar, but very dirty. You know, because it's not smooth. You could have a very smooth. Something being smooth or dirty is basically how it delivers what the cigar is. Let me give you an example. You can have a classical song on the radio, but if the song's not coming in clear, there's a lot of static on the radio. Yeah, it's not a loud song, it's classical music, but it's dirty because there's too much static, you know, on the line. And you could have a rock song come on a radio, a loud, strong song, but the notes of the song are coming in crystal clear because you have a good connection. So a cigar being smooth or rough, basically, if a cigar is being smooth, you have a better connection to what the cigar is. Now, if the cigar is a piece of shit profile, it doesn't matter. You're still not going to like it. So I digress. A cigar having the proper age in the blend, that's to deliver what the message is. Does that make any sense? It's bringing back memories. It's bringing back memories. I always liked this cigar. I smoked the shit out of it. I remember the first time I had it, I was like, damn, that's better than the price point. And I still think this was the best La Gloria Cubana they ever made. But is it as good right now as the original intent? No. But it's still really great. Wow, that guy almost just hit me. that guy came off the turn, and I'm looking at my rearview mirror, and he almost struck. Bro, how awesome would it be if Richie's in a parked car and I get hit? Bro, I'm going to sue the shit out of him. I'm going to call my fucking lawyer right here on the live. How you doing? No, I agree with you on that. But no, let me rephrase that. When you age a cigar, aging a cigar is different than aging tobacco. Once you have a cigar, it's not tobacco, it's a cigar. Once a cigar is rolled, it's never going to age like aging tobacco. When they age tobacco, they got it in bales or barrels in a press or however the fuck they want to age it. And all that heat and pressure and all the oils of the same type of tobacco being together, they marinate. And that's aging tobacco. You letting the cigar sit in a box is not aging tobacco. You're aging the cigar. So you can't take a piece of shit cigar with very little age and sit in your house for 10 years and go, oh, now it's top shelf. That's not the way it works. You letting your cigars rest, whatever the cigar is, once it's made, that's what it is. And time just makes it a little less of what it was. So a piece of shit cigar, if it came out at this much strength, and you give it time to age, it's just going to be a little weaker version of that piece of shit. And basically, you're diluting it, but it's still a piece of shit. For example, if you had a cup of piss, and the glass was half full of piss, and let's just say every year you add an ounce of water to that piss, After 5 years, you might have 5 ounces of piss and 5 ounces of water. Now, only half the glass is piss, but would you drink it? When you mean age, you can let your Cuban tobacco rest. And your theory is, oh, Cuban cigars can age. Well, the essence of that is because Cuban tobacco is so young. Cubans, they'll give you tobacco that's 2 years old. You know? So you're like, oh, well, they're smokable now. Yo, Antonio. Hola, señor. Te quiero agua en el plástico, bebe. Te quiero, hombre. No? No problema, agua es para mí. PG, I'm going to ask you right now to shut the fuck up as I put on a song. Antonio, how you doing, bro? When are you coming out to Pennsylvania, Antonio? Antonio, if you don't come out in the summertime, I'm going to be offended, my brother. Yo, Antonio, come on out to Pennsylvania. From Crash at Richie's, I got the extra room. Antonio, I'm telling you, you got to fly out to Scranton. I'll pick you up. It's 20 minutes away. You want to come out on a weekend, bro? We'll chill, smoke cigars, shoot guns. We'll go fishing, go in the woods and smoke cigars and drink whiskey. We're going to have a good time, bro. I expect you to come out here in the summertime, bro. All you need is a flight. Once you're here, I got you, man. Come out here in the summertime. Yo, you're going to come on the bike? I believe it. Yo, yo. Here's the thing. Real respect's real. Yeah. Yo, I'm not going to go into how me and Antonio first met, but we met at a store, and then it was just bros from the beginning, bro. Just real bros, man. And yeah, Antonio's a real brother. When I had to move my apartment because my neighbors were working for the cartel and moving drugs, and the DEA got involved and the cops, and my woman was getting scared of living there. I had the MP5 and everything else ready to go, but she didn't want to stay, and so the apartment complex let us break our lease. Antonio came on down strapped. I was strapped. Everyone was strapped. The Chicanos up there, they were strapped. It was all good though. We we had a real Mexican standoff, but we were moving furniture. You can't.